Instant match reaction. Manchester United 1, PSG 3. Manchester United lose at home in the Champions League and now leave it down to the last game away at Leipzig to secure a place in the round of 16. So it's crunch time for Manchester United. But what I want to know tonight is, how did we not win that game? The chances we had, the Martial chance, the Cavani chance, the one where I think it was Kimpembe made a superb block. We should have won that game in the second half, and that's what frustrates me, because obviously PSG go and capitalise on it. I called it before. I was messaging one of my friends and we're like, we're going to pay for missing these chances, and you can't miss those type of chances against PSG. PSG needed to win tonight, and yes, they opened the scoring in the first few minutes. I thought that was the worst thing that could have happened to Manchester United. I said in the preview, we need to ride out our luck for like the 20 to 30 minutes of the game to even have a chance at securing a point or even getting a win in this game. We didn't do that, and PSG went ahead early, but then from then we kicked on. We looked good, we were creating chances, and we got our slice of luck through Rashford. It came off Danilo Pereira, I think, and it went in the net, and half time it's 1-1, and we come out the better team. But what I want to talk about in that first half is that Fred red card incident, where for me it's a red card. I'm not going to be biased and say, oh well, you know, we've seen that before. We have, where it's a red card. It's a clear red card. I don't know how he was on the pitch, but he ended up on the pitch, and we stay with 11 men, so, you know, he's lucky to be on the pitch. But what I want to, talk about is, how did Ole Gunnar Solskjaer allow Fred to come out in that second half with what he's done in the first half? You know, that's basics for a manager. If a player's not looking good, if you feel he's going to get sent off, replace him. Bring on Pogba for that second half, because when he came on, he was looking good, if I was being honest. He was creating chances, and he had that volley, which if that went in, oh my god, I would have been going crazy, because it was a really great hit. But seriously, from Ole, that is poor. That's only described as poor from him, because then Fred goes on to get a red card, and then we're down to 10 men, and from then we just get battered by PSG. Yes, we had a few chances, you know, not good chances, but we had a few. But, you know, PSG went ahead in that second half through Marquinhos. It looked offside, but it wasn't. I think Cavani or Wan-Bissaka was playing him on. So they go 2-1 up, and from there, you know, you could only see them scoring more goals. And in the end, in the 90th minute, Rafinha plays it to Neymar, and of course it's Neymar who nets the third goal, and it ends Manchester United 1, PSG 3. So a frustrating game for me, a game I feel we didn't deserve to lose. Yes, if Fred went off and he got a red card, it would have been a different game, and I feel PSG would have battered us anyway from there. But, you know, to have the chance in the second half that we did and lose that game is just, I'm just so angry about it, because I knew as soon as we missed all those chances, we had a good 3 or 4 in the second half that we missed, that we should have been scoring. We could have closed out the game, we could have defended from there and got the point we needed, or went on to get the win, but we didn't. PSG, as I said, capitalised on it, and we end up getting beat at home by PSG, and now the group looks way closer than it was before this week of games. So, you know, tell me what you guys think down below. I'm not happy, but, you know, it is what it is, and it goes down to the final game. So let me get on to my player ratings. The team first. The team we put out, it was De Gea in net. It was obviously the basic defence of Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Lindelof and Telles. Oh, pardon me. And then it was Fred and McTominay. I would have preferred Matic in this, but McTominay didn't look too bad in this game, and I felt if he was to play, it was either going to be Matic or McTominay. So obviously it was McTominay in there, then it was Bruno. On the left it was Martial, on the right it was Rashford, and up front it was Cavani. And Cavani tonight, you got to praise him. His work rate is unbelievable. He had such a close chance where he chipped it over Navas, and it just hit the bar, and how good would that have been for Cavani? And that was a chance I was on about in the second half. And we also had a few more with Martial, with Bruno, and I just don't want to talk about it, because for me, yet again, we didn't deserve to lose against PSG tonight, in my opinion. We should have held out for that draw, and we should have punished them when they put so many players forward and tried to get a goal against us. But we didn't, and that's typical Manchester United. That's what we're known for. We're known for wasting chances. But, you know, that was a team going into the game. Tell me if you're happy with that, because, you know, it wasn't a bad team. It's something probably I would have gone with. I didn't get it correct in my preview, but, you know, it was close enough, to be honest. And then Greenwood came on later alongside Pogba, and Ighalo came on in the 90th minute. So what is he gonna do in the 90th minute? To be honest, nothing. But Yeah, so let me get on to my player rating. So, at first, obviously, David De Gea tonight. I'm going to give David De Gea a solid 7 tonight. I thought when he was needed, he was brilliant, but to concede 3 goals, I can't really give him any more praise than that. I felt none of the goals were really his fault. I mean, yeah, he probably could have saved the Marquinhos one, but other than that, the goals weren't his fault, and it was a bit of the defensive mistakes that cost us some of these goals today, in my opinion, and so I'm going to give him a 7. Alex Telles tonight, I thought he was brilliant. Alex Telles, another solid performance from him. He's going to get a 7 as well. I thought, going forward, we know he's brilliant, but defensively, he's been good recently, and he managed to cope with the likes of Mbappe and Neymar quite well today. I know they scored, I know they beat us, but as I said, I don't think they deserve to, and I think many of you guys probably think, if we took our chances, we probably could have won this game, so he's going to get a 7. Maguire, a 5 for me, an average performance yet again from Maguire, nothing to stand out from. In the first half, he was alright, but in that second half he was making silly errors, he wasn't releasing the ball quick enough for me. Same with Lindelof, to be honest. I'm going to give him another 5, an average performance from me. Didn't do much, and to concede 3 goals until, you can't really praise them that much, although they didn't have the worst of games, but they didn't have the best of games either, so he's both going to get a 5. Wan-Bissaka, I'm going to give him a 7 tonight. I thought he was good. His positioning tonight was brilliant. Going forward, he got an assist for the Rashford goal. Yes, it was a lucky goal, but in the end, he got the assist. So, got to praise him for that, really, because we know going forward, he hasn't been the best recently. He's not known for his attacking ability, so I'm going to give him a 7 tonight. I thought he was one of the better defenders we had in this game alongside Alex Telles. So, he's going to get a 7 for me. Then Fred tonight. Fred. What can we say about Fred tonight? The clumsy Fred in a big game that we needed him to perform. He was just going to the ground every time. He wasn't standing up his player, and I said to keep him on. Yes, it's probably all on the manager, but Fred himself, for the team, for his own safety, should be saying to the manager, I'm not feeling this game, I feel I'm going to get a red card. And I know as a player, you want to stay on, you want to help your team, you want to do well. But, for me, I should have came off, and I don't know why he didn't come off. That's what I'm so angry with. A lot of people are going to be on Ole's back for that, even me tonight, because I thought Ole, as a manager tonight, was really poor. The decisions he made, how late he made the subs, it wasn't for me at all. And, another thing to be frustrated with. I'm going to give Fred, he's good in midfield. In the second half, the start of the second half, he looked brilliant. He was sending passes to Rashford, to Martial, but in the first half, he was really, really poor. So I'm going to give him a... it's got to be a 4 for me. The red card, the going down into challenges every so often is not for me, and I thought it was one of Fred's worst games tonight, especially to get a red card. Yes, it probably shouldn't have been a red card for me. I think the second challenge to get the red, it wasn't. I think he got the ball, but it's the way he went in as well. You can't do that when you're on a yellow card, so he's going to get a 4 for me. Then I'm going to go with... McTominay, an average performance from McTominay. I thought, it could have been Matic or McTominay, as I said, and he probably would have done the same job. I think McTominay going forward, he left the defence a bit open, because when he was going forward, he wasn't getting us back as much. I know towards the end he was trying, and he was trying his heart out, but, for me, an average performance from him, I'm going to give him a 5. And I'm going to go with Bruno Fernandes tonight. He wasn't one of his best games for me. Going forward, he was trying to create stuff. We know he can. Even if he's playing bad, he can create that bit of magic that we need. But his decisions where he was going to pass, it were a bit iffy tonight. I thought there was a chance where he could have played Cavani in, but he decided to try a really accurate pass to Rashford, which didn't work. So he's going to get... an average performance from me. He's going to get a 5 tonight. It wasn't a standout, but for me, it wasn't a good game from Bruno tonight, if we're all being honest. I'm going to go with Martial. Yeah, I'm really debating about Martial, whether he's finished or not, because tonight, that miss... to play it across, it was such good play. It was one of the easiest goals we could have scored that game, and he skies it. And, he's been doing that for a long time now. He's been missing a lot of shots. He hasn't scored since the start of the season. He's not in form. He doesn't look up for it. Now he plays on the left wing. I don't know if that's got to his head. But, Martial, we need to start seeing something from Martial. I do not know what's up with him. I don't know if it's just a bit of bad form, but his bad form has been going on for a very long time now, and we're not seeing any success. But for me, Martial, he's got to get like a free tonight for me. You know, even Fred got a higher mark from me, and he got a red card. So that just shows how poor Anthony Martial is right now. I don't know what's up with him, but for me, if he continues on like this, you know, he looks finished to me. I don't know what it is. I hope he can find his form again, but, you know, it's not looking good for Anthony Martial as a Manchester United player right now. And, you know, with the limited strikers we have, I know we brought in Cavani, and I know we have Odion Ighalo, but Martial is known to be our striker, is known to get the goals for us when we need them, but... you know, we'll have to see what happens with that. But, you know, I'm not impressed with him at the moment. And if he continues like this, I don't think many people will be. And we're just going to give up on him right now, in my opinion. So he's going to get a 3 for me. Cavani, let's go Rashford first. Rashford for me. Rashford's got to get a 7 for me, I feel. I feel tonight against PSG, yet again, he had something to prove. He scored the goal. I know apparently it did count as his goal because it was on target. So, you know, his willing to get forward, his runs tonight were good. He was the only one for me, alongside Cavani, trying to make something going forward. I think Bruno was always quite late. When Cavani and Rashford are up there trying to hold the ball, you know, nobody was in support. So them two were trying their hearts out tonight for nothing, really, because they were making runs, getting the ball. And I know Rashford went for a shot a few times and it nearly worked out, but, you know... he's going to get a 7 for me. I thought, against PSG, it seems like he has something personal with him because he always plays well, and I thought he was one of our better players on the pitch. And Cavani, for me, a 7 yet again, coming in against his former team, you know, playing up front as a lonely striker. I feel, you know, he did really good tonight. One thing I want to say is his work rate is unbelievable. I said it earlier on in the video. I feel, you know, coming in, he's trying his hardest, he's creating chances, he's having chances. I thought that chip he had, as I said earlier on in the video, you know, so close, and if he scored that goal, just imagine how everyone would have reacted. It would have been so good, not just for the fan, but for him as a player as well. So it was unfortunate he didn't score that, but, you know, you got to praise him to that. I thought he was one of our better players on the pitch alongside Rashford as well, so he's going to get a 7. Subs when he came on. Pogba, he's going to get a 6. I thought he tried when he came on. He helped us going forward, and that volley he had, you know, if that went in, we would have been shouting for fucking glory that he got his qualification. But, you know, that didn't happen tonight, and obviously Ighalo, you can't rate him because he came on for 1 minute. And Van der Beek as well, I thought, again, he tried hard. I feel he should have started in this game. I know he didn't, I didn't put him on my preview. That's because I didn't think he'd probably play, but the way this game went, we probably needed some help going forward, and he would have slotted in there. But, you know, Manchester United have fell short at home tonight to PSG as we lose 3-1. For me, it was expected. I wouldn't have been surprised if they came to Old Trafford and beat us, and that's what that is what happened tonight. So tell me what you guys think down below. 2 goals from Neymar, 1 goal from who has scored for PSG? Marquinhos, and a goal from Marcus Rashford. So tell me what you guys think down below. An awful performance from Manchester United tonight. I think Ole got it wrong. I think, you know, the team tried, we missed opportunities, and we cost ourselves the game, if you could say that, because, you know, at the end of the day, well, we are our own failures. So tell me what you guys think down below. We move on to Leipzig now in our last game. We have West Ham before, but it is crunch time for Manchester United in the Premier League, in the Champions League.